Creating a work culture and environment for employees that discourages employment discrimination in any form is critical for business success. Discrimination claims cost employers millions of dollars each year. Employers need to adopt serious guidelines for the prevention of discrimination in the workplace. Don't wait until you're a target of a lawsuit before you follow a few simple steps that could have prevented years of pain. Employers who put strong measures into place to prevent and address employment discrimination, harassment, and retaliation may avoid discrimination charges and lawsuits. Here are some steps to take. Implement and integrate a strict written policy that makes employment discrimination of any type unacceptable in your workplace. The policy needs to cover employment discrimination, harassment, and retaliation. The policy should include a process for reporting any incidents of employment discrimination, harassment, or retaliation to the company. Preferably, employees are given several methods of reporting incidents in case their supervisor is involved in the employee discrimination matter. The employee discrimination policy should also communicate how an employee complaint will be handled with an outline of steps. The employment discrimination policy should spell out disciplinary action that will be taken with offenders. The employee discrimination policy should also discuss the nature of retaliation and stress that retaliation is also a form of discrimination. Finally, the employment discrimination policy should contain an appeal process for employees who are dissatisfied with the outcome of their complaint. Train your managers in the implementation of the anti-discrimination policy with the expectation that prevention is their responsibility. A manager's role is to create a work environment and culture in which employee discrimination, harassment, and retaliation do not occur. Managers must recognize signs and symptoms that discrimination, harassment, or retaliation is occurring, and know how to address these illegal actions. Managers must thoroughly understand the company's policy and know how to recognize work situations that might escalate into employment discrimination, harassment, or retaliation situations. The training must address all forms of employment discrimination and harassment in a unified manner rather than addressing each as a silo. Employee discrimination, harassment, retaliation, bullying, anger, and potential violence could all be addressed together as unacceptable in your workplace. Effective training must teach that all of these concepts and behaviors integrate, intersect, and are woven together to create a supportive, non-discriminatory, employee-friendly work environment. Mandatory employee training should address many of the same issues as the manager's training relative to employee discrimination. Cost-effective online training solutions are available for portions of this employee training. All employees must sign off on a training record to indicate that they are aware of and understand the employer's policy and complaint process. Establish cultural and expectation norms. Creating a work environment that is free of employee discrimination and all forms of harassment and retaliation should be integral in employee job descriptions, the goals in the performance development planning process, and in the employee review and evaluation. Respond to an employee complaint about employment discrimination, harassment, or retaliation in a timely, professional, confidential, policy-adhering manner. Address the employee complaint through an appeal when necessary. As with any employment situation that could result in litigation, document all aspects of the policy training, complaint investigation, hiring and promotion practices, management development, and employee preventive training.